I would say this is Scott and Zach from musicplayers.com, but today Zach is not here from musicplayers.com. He's actually just a guy with a really amazing case company who's going to tell you about these awesome guitar cases that I really like.
Scott, great to see you again.
You too.
Pleasure working together. So I'm Zach, Artist Relations Manager and Head of US Sales for Quantum Industries as well. Our flagship case is the GTX. It's our triple guitar case. We started making these in 2019. They hit the market in 2020. And what makes these cases stand out from other multi-vaults is the fact that they're made of polycarbonate and not a rotomold plastic or aluminum. So it allows for a better crack resistant, shadowproof, and it just gives more durability while on the road to help absorb shock and impact. And it keeps the case a little bit lighter as well. There are a lot of double cases that weigh the same as our triple case, but now you can fit an extra guitar in it. Underneath this is an aluminum skeleton just to help with rigidity and keep the overall frame. And then there's foam throughout the entirety of the case. To seal it, we have TSA locks. We have 6, 3 on each side, 4 of which have a passcode that you can set. And then TSA can use their TSA approved key to open it without having to worry about breaking any hinges or weird doors or anything. Speaking of doors, it has a fully removable lid, which is the other thing that makes the Quantum case stand out. The lid comes off completely, leaving you to easily grab your guitars in and out of the case. On the lid itself, you have room for all your wireless packs, cables, and extras, and a smaller pouch. It's all Velcro. You can fit a humidifier pack and an Apple AirTag so that you can always keep track of your case and monitor the moisture content at the same time. You can put it anywhere on the lid or inside the walls of the case if you'd like. When it seals up, all the cases are on Hinomoto wheels so that you can wheel them in and out of the airport just like your favorite luggage would. We have back stoppers so that the case can rest on the ground. 2 handles that are tested to hold over 1,000 pounds. And for most users, this will check in for free on most airlines under the 50-pound, 23 kg weight limit.
Cool. Now, Zach, so you also have a really cool drum case.
We do, Scott.
Yeah. Let's show everyone about this.
Absolutely.
Drum case.
So if you guys want to come over here. So this is our DRM. This launched about 2-3 months ago. And this is our all-in-one breakables case. So for drummers, that's your kick pedal, snare drum, and stick bag. So we have a sister cymbal bag that fits up to 22-inch cymbals, so you can fit a pair of hi-hats, ride 2 or 3 crashes, splash and china in the back. Again, TSA locks on everything we do. Waterproof zips so that water and moisture can't get in. And then inside the case, we have 2 dividers, one on each side so that nothing falls out when you open the case. This is for your kick pedal area. We give you 3 pieces of foam so that you can mix and match between single pedals or a double pedal like an Axis longboard, and then it fits in the case. Snare drum, you can fit a 14x7 snare, which is the most common size, a stick brick for your sticks of choice, and then on the other side, the cymbal bag fits perfectly inside this area, and then you put the 2 dividers together and the case seals up, and then it just latches, retractable handle, and you're all set. So this one's definitely designed for the road just because drum equipment in general tends to be pretty heavy, but depending on what airline you fly with, like Delta, sometimes they have like a 70-pound limit, or if you have the media pass, you can get away with more. So you can fly with it, but this one's more road ready just because the weight of drum equipment is just so heavy to begin with. But same materials as a guitar case, polycarbonate shell, aluminum inside, exactly the same as a guitar case.
Okay. So Zach, I understand this is brand new for NAMM.
Yes.
And nobody has anything like this, so tell us about this.
Absolutely, Scott. So this is the world's, to our knowledge, first double headless guitar bag. So this will fit 2 electric headless guitars, 6, 7, 8 string up to the maximum height. So what separates this case, besides the fact that it's a double, is it's specifically engineered for these shorter headless guitars that are becoming pretty popular over the past few decades. And specifically for this model, we've revamped our entire approach to it. This is part of Quantum's new series called the Q series, which is our premium line of gig bags. That's a step further than the ones that we've typically been making. We have specific Quantum branded zippers that are exclusive to our models and a recessed TSA lock, which you don't see in most gig bags. You pop it and the zippers come up and open, and you have double strap here as well. And then just like any other gig bag, you take the zippers and you get a full open here so that you can easily access the guitar. You have protection here from the excess of string on the bridge and also where the headstock would be on the guitar. You know, sometimes that little bit pokes out and can scratch the case over time, so we want to mitigate as much of that as possible. And we have an adjustable neck cradle here that you can move up and down depending on the total height of your instrument, so that it stays fully padded no matter what. Both halves of the case are exactly the same, so that you can load them both the same way. And then for the accessories pouches here, this is the first time we have two. We have an upper one for smaller things like tools, strings, maybe a capo. And on the bottom here, 15-inch laptop. You can fit cables. And there's an additional zipper pocket here for smaller things, business cards, pens, set lists, that kind of stuff. And the goal with this is, again, to travel with your headless guitars more easily. On the back, two backpack style straps here that you can detach and fit behind the back bracing here in case you just want to carry it by hand and not backpack it. But if you do, we have these kind of like moisture resistant back padding, because sometimes bags can really, take a toll on your bag. So we want to keep it nice and cool. We have rubber bumps on the bottom so that if the case ever drops or you stand it down, it's going to absorb that shock so it doesn't hit the bottom strap post of your guitar. Buckles, additional handle here. And that's the first look at the Quantum Dual Headless case, which is one of our new Q series for NAMM.
Great. Thanks so much, Zach.
You got it, Scott. Right.